Hello and welcome back to another round of Battlefield 5, and I'm using the newly released free gun, Ribeyrolles 1918, which, like historically, I think this is a World War I kind of prototype pseudo-assault rifle that the French were working on. Now, I don't think this was ever actually adopted, and also not used in World War II, but they had the model still lying around from Battlefield 1, so they threw it in as a free gimmick for Christmas. It's certainly nice to see such a really obscure weapon, you know, like actually in a game. Although it has to be said that in mainstream games there is a lot of there's the trend going towards adding lots of obscure stuff. I mean, just look at World of Tanks, stuff like that. So I'm here on Narvik, a map that I don't really enjoy all that much. I think this is one of the primary examples of a map that is just too clusterfucky and visually busy to be a lot of fun in a shooter. I will talk a bit more about this weapon and the game design behind it, or what I think is the game design behind it. Obviously that's just like my theory. Oh, come on. Wait, so they placed one puck to cover the other? That seems weird. I thought I was being sneaky, but apparently not. But yeah, this map, I don't know. It's just so many... Oh no, that's not it. I thought it was a medic. This map is just so clusterfucky and weird. You die weirdly all the time, I don't know why. Okay. Squad spawn bugged, I think because he's reviving someone that sometimes bugs out the squad system. Okay, somebody else went into the pucker. No? Oh no, wait, that's our tank, I think. Okay, I think we're going for A. It's the trees. Like, you don't see crap here. Of course, all the weird symbols don't help. Like, no, look how... Okay, that... Decoy destroyed? What's that? What's the decoy? I think there's guys up there, but I can't tell because there's so much concealment in the way. Can you go up here? No, apparently not, damn it. Okay. I think I saw movement up there. I'm gonna shoot a Faust in it. Damn it, I thought that... The fucking snow drifts in the way. What the fuck? Oh, I'm on fire, I'm on fire, I'm on fire. Okay. So, about this weapon, it's very... Whoa. It's very easy to control, and I think... See, it's very easy to use, and I think the thing is, I have this theory, and stay with me, it might be a conspiracy theory, but as I mentioned in my one video, DICE had this weird, stupid idea of making the game more accessible to new players by just nerfing all weapon damage. And then they rolled that back, because there was backlash to it, and it was generally a stupid idea, and I don't think they're that incompetent at the end of the day. It was just like a knee-jerk reaction, and at the end of the day, I believe. I hope. Anyway. Is there somebody up here? And yes, sorry. So yeah, I think that was just a knee-jerk reaction, but the thing is, I think one reason why they added this weapon... I'm gonna leave that to the sniper guy. One reason they added this weapon was to achieve the same thing but better. They added basically a noob gun. I think this guy, and I don't mean that in a bad way by the way, I think it's probably a better solution to their problem. This is a classic example of a noob gun. Like, have you ever played Counter-Strike? They have the P90 in there, right? Have you ever thought, what is the point of the P90 in Counter-Strike? Everybody's always complaining about it. Well, the point is, fuck, that it's a noob gun. That means a gun that you can use even if you're not very good at the game, you can have some success with it. Fuck, you can spray and pray down people. Yeah, I was looking for ammunition there. You can spray and pray down people. And, you know, have some success with it. But you won't be able to be really good, like you won't get to the to the top of the ladder with it. You won't see actual like professional players like they have in Counter-Strike. You won't see them use that gun because they use the AK. Because the AK, fuck you! I'm trying to explain something. Because the AK, but yeah, that's the problem with this map. You get always shot from somewhere you don't expect. Because the AK is way better in the sense that you can kill people a lot quicker with it, but it's harder to use because it has recoil. And you have to aim for the head. So a really good player... Well, that was bad. A real good player will master the AK, because that's what you need to be actually good in Counter-Strike, you need to master the AK. But the P90 is still in there as a noob weapon. And I think this one was added as something like that, as a noob weapon, even though obviously it's not like the P90. Instead, this weapon has a low magazine capacity, and it shoots very, or not very slow, but relatively slowly, like 450 or something like that. But it's very easy to control, like the recoil is relatively easy to handle. You can deploy it on a bipod too. So it's easy to hit people with it, but you don't have that that potential of like just raping a whole squad with it. So I think that's actually a relatively clever solution to that new player problem they have, or think they're having. I did not hear that tank. It's right behind me. It does not hear like there's a, it does not sound like there's a tank there. Dive! What the fuck? How can you fuck up the sound design this badly? I mean, there has to be ways to make people aware that there's a tank literally right behind them. Although, to be fair, I was talking about something relatively complicated at the same time. Now look at how visually clusterfucky this is. There could be a whole squad in there, you wouldn't see it. Which is fine if this was like armor. And you could easily kill people, but it's not. The whole gun design is based on the assumption that you're shooting at an enemy that you can almost completely see in front of you at like this range. I don't know, they just didn't think this whole game through. But yeah, I think maybe this gun is actually a step in the right direction. Now I've heard talks about them maybe nerfing it. Don't know if that's true. If they do, then maybe I'm wrong and it wasn't intended as a noob gun and they just screwed it up. In which case, well, it seems possible. I want to pick up my guy here. This might be a bit too risky. Oh, come on, so close! Ah, fuck you. I thought maybe it was clear because one of our guys ran in there. No, oh, there's actually a medic. Somebody's playing medic. Okay, but medic doesn't do anything. And he gets killed probably by the same good guy. Ah, that's where he is. Again, too many angles to properly play this map. Just makes it into this twitchy kind of clusterfuck. That's a shitty fucking tech there. Okay, didn't want to hit that dude, but that was kind of a... yeah, not getting that guy. That reminds me though, I need to get damage with explosives for some assignment thingy. Where's the tank? Is it down? Because it seems down. In FH2 I could tell that just by the engine sound not being there anymore. In this game, nope. I need explosive damage as well. Yeah, didn't see that guy. Shit, I think we're taking fire from the loading bay thingy. Okay, they're on that hill in our flank here. While we're trying to go to... That's an enemy. What? I hate this map so much.
Scheiße! Scheiße! Helft mir!
Note how on this map so far there has almost never been like an actual like interesting and fair engagement where both enemies saw each other and shot at each other. It's all being shot in the back or suddenly from something you didn't expect. That's the problem why new players are leaving this game. That's literally the reason, guys. It's not weapon damage or anything. It's because you can't properly design your maps for the kind of game you want to make. I mean, this is a nice Red Orchestra map, I'll give them that. Maybe a bit small. Well, actually, the Red Orchestra maps aren't that big either.
We have taken objective here. Good job.
Hunter Pulse do not do splash damage a lot in this, huh? Okay, this time. Why does he keep... Did I set him on fire with a pulse?
Werfe Granate!
Still up there. Okay. Nope. Alright, it wouldn't have killed me anyway. Allied tank.
We have now taken objective Dora.
I don't think I have a fast anymore, no. But look at how stable that gun is. Obviously at that range it's kind of reaching the limit of its usefulness.
We have taken objective Friedrich.
Alright, well, it was one of ours. Yeah, but see, against 3 enemies you get 1, but not more, because you don't have the necessary rate of fire and magazine size. So that's how it's basically balanced. It's a noob weapon. Ah, nobody's gonna get me actually.
Objective Bertha.
Let's see, which is the one they're capturing? F, right? Okay, fair
We
enough.
have lost objective Friedrich soldiers.
Shit, all the smoke. You can't see shit. Look at how much shit there is. Half of that needs to go. But it's so easy to use, it's really nice. Okay, I thought that might have been an enemy. Not like they look drastically different in this game. Don't even have to like burst fire, you just have to control the recoil.
Soldiers, we have lost objective Bertha.
Diese Hunde haben das Ziel erobert. For some reason, whenever I hear like a woman talk in this in German, I picture one of those old Italian exploitation films where it's like Nazi dominatrixes, you know, whipping good-looking prisoners and shit like that.
But we are losing this.
No, that might be weird for knowing these movies. But there was like some kind of Holocaust exploitation type trend for a while, especially in Italian cinema. Forgot the name though, there's a term.
We are losing objective Dora.
And climb up here, even though that's probably a terrible idea. Yeah, because they're on our fucking side of the ladder. But yeah, see that guy is using the STG, which I haven't used a lot. What does that mean? Which I haven't used a lot, but that one is actually better because it deals, I think, more damage, at least in the sense of not per shot, but it shoots quicker. but the recoil is harder to control. So it's more of a skull cannon type weapon. Although it's not, I think there's probably harder weapons to use in the game, but just to illustrate what I mean. I really also need to get going and shooting at tanks, because that's kind of the task for this week, I guess, destroying a bunch of tanks and doing some other vehicle-related stuff. Because I always have these weekly tasks to unlock new stuff. And the last one was bugged and I couldn't get it. Which didn't really annoy me much because the reward was some wonky looking helmet that I didn't want to use anyway, but out of principle, of course, it's bullshit. That being said, I think this week you can actually unlock a new weapon, and I kind of feel like if I paid for the game, I want to have all the gameplay content, you know? So, I hope it's not bugged again.
Objective Emil is now ours.
Oh, this weapon is so nice to use. Yeah, here I am, Tier server, and the noob weapon's the only one I'm good with. You know, if they don't shoot me in the back suddenly. The fuck are you shooting at? Shit, something is targeting the tank. Oh, that reminds me actually, I need to drop these AT mines. You wouldn't believe the amount of times I drop these and then a few minutes later I get just a random kill. They'll stay really long in this game, even after you die. I was actually pleasantly surprised by that. Okay, that's not gonna work. That guy threw a nade. That's a fucking turtle crocodile.
We've taken objective Caesar, soldier.
I think it's destroyed actually. Okay, let's wait for the ammo box to refill. Or does it refill, or does that just mean it will disappear? Probably will mean disappear, right? I've never tried this. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's just... We captured this, right? Okay, let's just put a bunch of mines down here in a cluster, so they one-shot a tank that drives in there, maybe? Or a transport, at least. Yeah, as I said, this week you can unlock a new gun, which I think is a sniper rifle, from what I can tell, which I never will use, probably will never use anyway. I've only sniped like 3 rounds in this.
We have lost objective Friedrich.
And the first time I sniped, literally the first shot, I got a headshot across the map, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm awesome at this. And after that, I've never ever hit anything again with a sniper rifle. Bombed. Okay, will medic come? Yep, amazing.
Objective Friedrich is now ours.
Recently, I feel like the amount of medics has dropped significantly. Part of that might be that daily thing that they got going, because you need to destroy tanks. Shit, stagnated. Which a medic is really bad at.
Sanitäter?
Yeah, nobody's gonna get me here. Oh, he's actually trying. Let's...
Ihr müsst mir helfen.
Yeah, don't do that. So I think that's a part of that, but also because the weapons are just... Not only that the weapons they have, the machine pistols are underpowered, which is kind of fine, because obviously if they had really competitive weapons, that would be overpowered because they can heal themselves indefinitely. But they're underpowered in such a lame way, you know, like... That overshot way. And again, you can't see the fucking tanks because of all the dust and shit and snow in the air. And now they add the fucking special effects from the V1. This is why people quit this. Because it's an assault on the senses. Okay, that would have been a kill. far away. You can't see shit. Look at all. What is that fucking snow even for? That doesn't even look all that good. It's just something more that blows up in your face. Look at how much fucking shit there's in there. They should really look at like Rainbow Six Siege or Counter-Strike maps if they want to do the whole persistent game thing where they play it for ages. Because I know why this game churns through players. I really do. Can you see shit? I can. But I do know that I'm open from literally 10 different positions right now. Another weakness this gun has is you can't easily hip fire it. I mean you can, just there's better guns for hip firing. Which kind of is there, I believe, to... Oh, there was bad shooting on my part. Which I think is there to train players not to hip fire all the guns, because you're not really supposed to in this game. How often did they try to revive me and died? Maybe they should just stop it if they're not medics. But as I said, nobody's playing medics because the guns aren't fun. They really should make the machine pistols so they're almost like shotguns where you can just basically clobber people in close combat from the hip. Oh, he ducked down. Oh yeah, we got all taken out. Kill any combination? Oh, I didn't have enough time to read that. Don't know what that was for.
Objective Friedrich is ours.
Did he just run past an enemy? Oh yeah, by the way. I almost shot at him. I wanted to put down another one, but I only had two for some reason. I almost shot my own mine and it would have blown myself up. You know, I always thought that in FH2 we should have a system where you could just drop down the mines and then not bury it, and if you want to bury them you have to like use a different version of the mine, so to speak, you know, like between the difference between a deployed weapon and not. And then you press a different button and you dig it in, but it takes longer, but then it's hidden. I always thought that would be a cool mechanic. So you can just lay them down on the road, but then everybody can actually see them. Leave your comments on this web zone if you agree. Or not. And actually I don't care, I probably won't read them.
We have lost objective Fraser.
Oh, good sniper. That must have been one headshot. No, probably got an assist for that.
They almost have us. Fight harder.
Yeah, nobody's gonna get me up. Will we win this? I mean, we do have most of the flags right now, but... Ah, this flag.
Attention, we are now taking objective data.
Pray and pray. And I have to say, I think if my theory about this weapon is right, it is kind of working. I feel more powerful with this than with any other weapon, except that weird overpowered LMG you had at the beginning.
We have taken objective Anton.
Where I keep forgetting the name, the Swiss one, or Swedish or whatever, Swiss I think. Although I've been told it was used actually by China, which I didn't know. If I have one big blind spot about World War II, well, I guess one thing I don't know anything about is ships. Because I find that boring. I also don't know a lot about planes, or more than about ships. And I really don't know anything about the Chinese front, well, except like the basics. I recently bought an Osprey book, although I didn't have time to properly read it. I just skipped through to the good parts that might be applicable to FH2 at some point.
Objective Friedrich has been lost, soldiers.
Goodie. See, hipfire not so great, but serviceable in a pinch. Actually, no wait, where's the medic? Is that the medic station? Oh yeah, I'm healing full right now. Okay, never mind. You can also deploy this, by the way, but I usually only do that by mistake. Because you don't need to, like with the MMGs.
Objective Anton is lost. Attention, we have lost objective Emil.
Shit. Where did he go? Oh, so easy to use. But see how hard that guy was to see. That was the hard part about that, not the killing. Yeah, we're gonna lose. But it was relatively close. Well, kind of close, I guess. It wasn't a
Now
blowout.
have objective Emil.
Wir brauchen dringend einen V1-Luftschlag auf diese Position.
Got a V1. Yeah, that was bugged for me last time, even though I kept getting killed with those, they didn't count.
Objective Caesar is ours.
Nobody saw that. I did thought there was a railing there. But as you can see, during World War II, safety was not the primary concern of building construction. Probably part of that whole, you know, creating the master race thing. It's like, you know,
We have
survival
taken
of the
objective
fittest.
Friedrich.
And here we go. I have to sneeze, sorry. RIP headphone users. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. As always, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. And here's West Squad. Goodbye.